So in the video we did a few days ago, this is where we got pulled off the circuit. So this is a few days later, this is now Wednesday, and I'm just going to continue on and finish the lap. So this is coming down into Parliament Square in Ramsey. So this is the little town at the top of the island called Ramsey. Oh, come on. And this is where we watched the first day racing, and I did those videos of the bikes hammering up here. So we're now going up the mountain. It's going to be a fairly sedate run over the mountain, because it's not like the TT, it's two-way traffic and speed limits enforced. So this is May Hill. It's very bumpy. And we're starting the climb at the back of Ramsey. It'll take us up to Ramsey Hairpin. This is White Gates. There's signs everywhere saying Mountain Road two ways and warning about the fog. I've just come across from Douglas. I've come the other way, and it's very murky on the top. So this is Stella Maris, which you may have heard from the commentary, and Roy Moore's up at the hairpin here. And you can see them flashing around, Stella Maris. So this is the commentary box, the glassed, the white little building. That's where the commentators sit, and this is the famous Ramsey hairpin, which is really tight. And this is the climb proper up the mountain now. The first corner being Waterworks. Which is again a lot tighter than you think it will be. It's a two-part corner, and this is tight. A few of them come off here, and it's bumpy as well. For a famous international race circuit, it is really bumpy, this course. And these are tower bends. So this is the difference between now and the TT, is come TT time, we would be one way now, so there'd be bikes streaming past on their way up the mountain. So, as you can see, it's not going to be a fast run up the mountain today. This is the gooseneck. It's all a bit dodgy to overtake. Good, no stream of bikes behind me. Because this is the classic TT, there are so many less bikes on the island, which is fantastic for riding, because you haven't got the crazies, and B, it's just much nicer riding. Although you can't, go mad like you can during the TT. I might have to see if I can get past these guys. And this is the Jerry Dunlop Memorial here, commonly known as Jerry's, and there's a statue of him on a bronze statue of him on a Honda Honda SP1 somewhere. It's just up there. Yeah, not sure. Okay. Mr. Peugeot looks like, oh god, Mr. Corsa's going through it. obviously somebody who knows his way around the island. A lot of these guys you see out in the vans and things are ex-racers. So this is Guthrie's. There's a Jimmy Guthrie Memorial, who was a famous racer in the 30s, 40s and 50s, I believe. But he lost his life at the East or West German Grand Prix. Oh dear, it's starting to get a bit murky up here. So this is, we're starting to move on to the mountain mile. Off the top. That's about the quickest we'll go. It's a bit chilly today as well. I did what, 105 then. The guys coming up here doing 185, but not in this weather, and certainly not two-way. Earlier on in the week there was a very, very nasty accident up here. I believe there was a young English lad coming up here on an R6, obviously going for it, and a couple of German bikers on Ducatis coming the other way, and hard to know really what happened, but I have seen a few German bikers on the wrong side of the road, and unfortunately there was a head-on. This is the Black Hut, and I think on this next corner here they head-on collision, and both of them unfortunately died. And you can see the surface down here. The two bikes exploded and burnt through the tarmac. It was that severe. That's the downside of the TT. Okay, this is the veranda. 3 corners in one. And if you've seen the TT closer to the Edge video, this is where Connor Cummins had his enormous accident. He left the track about here, and it's the one where he's tumbling like a rag doll down the cliff and he goes over the dry stone wall. This is the Les Graham Memorial on the right. And when the sun shines on these two kind of sticky up things, when the sun shines right, it spells it in the shadow on the road, it spells out MV. And he was I think he was the first Works MV rider. And here we are at the bungalow. I believe it's the only racetrack in the world that crosses a working railway line or tram line. There's a tram that comes up from Ramsey, and I think it goes to Douglas, and this is a mountain railway / tram station. So this is the bungalow, and then we're going to go up Hellwood Heights now, where it's a bit murky. Back off a bit, the weather's really bad. So this is Halewood Heights, named after the incomparable Mike Halewood. And then we've got this left-hander up the top here, Brandywell. That's where this car's braking for. And this is the highest point of the mountain course, so I believe we're about 1,300 feet up here, and that's why we're in. This is actually cloud that we're in at the moment. And then this next set of bends is called Dukes. Oh no, not this one. Coming up. I think these are Dukes, these left-handers coming up. Yeah, Dukes. And they're 2 or 3 corners in one. But they're really nice corners, these. The traffic we're seeing going over the mountain are Manx people who, I suspect, live in Ramsey and work in Douglas. So this is their morning ride, their morning drive. So this is Windy Corner, so called because it's usually windy. Yeah, that is windy. Coming up to the 32nd or the 33rd. I'm not 100% on the corners, but I know most of them. And as I said before in the previous part on the other day, 33rd means it's 33 miles from the start in Douglas, so we've only got a few more miles to go. Keppel Gates. Lovely surface through here. And then the drop down to Kate's Cottage. And then the Cregna Bar at the bottom